Stop wasting time. Find your next best-selling Amazon product fast. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group. Let's dive in. So here's an example of a high profit product we see right here. And I know it's weird, it's a female catheter, but it's making $388,000 a month, which is nuts. And I know for a fact it cost them like 20 bucks to create these. It's literally just a little piece of latex and they're making so much money. 1,000 baht in the past month. It's just completely insane how much money these products can make. So literally in this video, it's about finding different products that are niche. Sometimes you might want to launch a multivitamin, but you got to understand it's very competitive. But let's utilize a tool like Jungle Scout so we can find a product together. So if you go to junglescout.com, the link's right in the description. They also have a free 14-day trial if you wanted to try it out and then get a refund, right? But they have a product database right here to help you find products, right? So you can just literally type in something with a good ROI, right? And we want something that has a revenue of at least $10,000 a month. So it's making at least $10,000 a month. It's got a good ROI, and then we're going to click search, and then it's going to give us a whole list of options, right? So we've got mineral paint. It's making $26,000 a month. Crazy, 32 bucks a piece. So we've got a lot of these weird products, and this is to help us get ideas, but of course it's also to help us find a product. But a lot of these are to get ideas and you brainstorm off of these products that are already making money, right? So for the mineral paint, what about the paintbrush? Does it need a special paintbrush, right? Because if they're buying the mineral paint, what else are they buying? Paintbrush. This is only 500 milliliters. Is there a larger one? 500 milliliters seems like a small amount. So we're kind of just going through here and trying to find different types of products. They've got a kayak, coffee syrup, drum, here look, a hand drum pan making $12,000 a month. So it's a special, looks like a special instrument, right? A great way to get different ideas. Now right here I see this Where is Jesus interactive quiet book for young believers, and it's making $12,000 a month and they're selling it for 40 bucks. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I think they're ripping people off, but it's making a lot of money. So this is a great idea to figure out, okay, people are buying these kinds of things. Where is Jesus? It's for Catholic teachings, and people are buying it for 40 bucks. I know for a fact you can make this for 5 bucks, right? Maybe 10 if you have a bad manufacturer. But you can see it's interactive and engaging. It looks nice. Early faith formation. It does look nice. It's just that this price is crazy, but they are making a significant amount of money. So this is a great product to look at and see, okay, we've got Catholics. Who else is in the US? So I pull up Grok, right? In the USA, name the percentage of each religion. And then we can kind of just go into here and then ask it. And now it can tell us the percentage of each religion. So this way, if we wanted to launch a second book, right, or something similar to this, we can maybe make ours better, or we can make it for, there's Muslims, right, there's Jewish, but obviously we want to see how much the demand is. This one's specifically for Catholics. And right now in the US, the total Christians is about 63 to 68%. So what if we made one for Christians, right? We'd probably get a higher demand and more sales potentially, right? Because there's more Christians. And I like using Grok. There's also ChatGPT and other AI things, but non-Christians, we've got Jewish, 1 to 2%, Muslim, unaffiliated. So we've got some different things right here. So again, you could do other ones, but you need to check the demand. White, evangelical, Protestants. See, I'm not the best at this. Catholics. And they got different races kind of dropping it down. Mormons, Jehovah's Witness. So they got different things, right? So I want you to kind of look into this. If the Catholics are only 12%, this one only says white Catholics are like 12 plus 8. Let's say 25% are Catholics. What about the others? So what about Mormons? How many Mormons? 13%. Could we do Mormons and still make a significant amount of sales, right? So it's kind of looking and figuring out different ideas that's going to help you. You could also compete against them and do something like, instead of where is Jesus, I found Jesus, right? There's a lot of different things. You could do one for Muslims, you could do one for Jewish, you could do a lot of different things. Now, if you don't have Jungle Scout, there also is other tools. You can go to our website and then just scroll down to recommended apps. You see Jungle Scout right here. There's also Helium 10 that provides a lot of different data. There's AMZ Scout. There's also Smart Scout and Seller Assistant. So we've got a lot of different tools that we use. Each one's a little bit different. Jungle Scout is one of the easiest to use. Helium 10 is very powerful if you're an advanced seller. AMZ Scout's in the beginning. It's got some of the best pricing. And then Smart Scout is most likely the most powerful. This one's mainly for retail sellers, Seller Assistant, if you want to find retail, different items from retail. Now, if you weren't using tools, you could also do something and not use tools. So, for example, my fiance, she always gets headaches. So she's like, I wish there was like a headache remedy. And I was like, there's pills. She's like, no, not pills. And I'm like a headache clip that like helps massage you or help stop the headache. So I type in headache clip and we see right here, there's headache clips on Amazon, right? But what we can do even further is look and see, okay, here's this headache clip. Who is it sold by? What other products do they sell? So we can actually type in sold by, we can click on here, the infinite commerce, and then we can check and scroll down, see all products, and see all of the products that they sell. So we can go through, they sell creations, they sell video game storage stands, they sell all these different items. And if you did have Jungle Scout, you can pull out Jungle Scout. So if you did have Jungle Scout, right, Helium 10 also does it, the other tools have something just like this, but you can filter it by monthly revenue, and we can see how much money these competitors are making. So we can see all the products this one seller has made and is selling. And we can see they're literally selling a Yorkie stuffed dog that's making $10,000 a month, which is crazy. Plush Fiesta taco hat that's making $6,000 a month. And this is March. Who the heck is buying this stuff? So now you can come up with different items. What if you made a hot dog hat? What if you did this? So you want to really start diving in, and a lot of this product process is being creative. So I looked more into this dog, and then I was like, okay, well, I found, how about a product that's my dog? So that you can see their dog right here. It's a Rottweiler. So we can go and we can check the Rottweiler. And then I started to think of, what about CPR? Did they have Rottweiler CPR? And then I typed in on Amazon dog CPR. And now we're looking, someone's selling this dog CPR for $465. They're not making any money, but I was like, okay, this is interesting. Let's look more into dog CPR. You know what? Let's look more into different pet supplies. So I literally typed in dog CPR, and if we scroll down, we'll find this. It's selling for $61. Again, this is a high profit item. This probably costs $3 to make, like $3 to make. They're selling it for $61. They're making $41,000 a month. So if we open this, it's an inhaler for dogs, for small dogs. It's just, what? Who the heck sells? So this is where you come up with the creativity stuff, right? Again, it's a little piece of plastic inhaler, selling it for such a ripoff. It's got tons of good reviews. This is an item, a potential item, where you could dominate and have a really high profit margin, right? Dogs less than 20 pounds, dogs over. Look at their negative reviews. How can you dominate? How can you compete with them, right? So it leads you to a lot of different things so you could dominate Amazon yourself. Now, if that doesn't help, I do have some other slides, and we've got a little product research checklist to help you. So if you're looking at the product, does it have more than 10 competitors, right? What about the profit margin? Can you figure out the profit margin? Is there a barrier to entry? Like, do they have a patent? Can you get around the barrier to entry, right? Is it a seasonal product? Is it a long-term product? Do you think it has a patent? Is it a niche product? This one I showed you was super niche, super. I think all of the ones I showed you are pretty much super niche. Can China come in easily and compete? Are all the competitors making at least $5,000 a month? What would you rate a product? So make sure you have like a little bit of a checklist. That's going to help, right? And then you kind of want to just look also, if you're a plumber, an HVAC worker, do you love golf? You can create items around these, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to dominate the market, right? We have an HVAC worker, and he created his own tool. We helped him find a manufacturer. He launched the tool on Amazon, and he's dominating because he knows what to do, right? Created G Sheet, different TikTok searches. TikTok made me buy it to find some different ideas. All SharkTankProducts.com. Next, you can do product analysis. So different product analyses, right? So if it's making money, here's another one. This is a cat bed that attaches to your own bed. Another niche product that I found. It's, again, another high profit margin product, right? Some items you can literally see and be like, oh my gosh, like this does not cost $60 to make. And you can see the profit margin right off the bat. Sometimes you have to do an Alibaba reverse image search. So if I was on Alibaba.com, I could type in touchless vacuum. Touchless vacuum. And then we could try to find, if we were trying to find like a vacuum, you can see how much they're selling for, how much they're selling for on Amazon. And then you can also use an Amazon FBA calculator and then actually see how much Amazon will charge for this. And then you can kind of continue as a guest, do a competitor analysis, and then make sure that it is profitable and how profitable it is. If you can get into the 40% profit margin range, you're in a really good spot. And then kind of go from there. But after you do find a product, make sure you order a sample from the manufacturer, right? And then also order a sample from the #1 competitor, right? So order from the #1 competitor, order from a manufacturer, and compare it. You have to make your product better, have a little bit of a launch checklist, and launch the product for success. But that's it for today's video. Leave a comment below on something you learned in today's video. If you learned something new, drop a like, and if you're an Amazon seller, I highly recommend subscribing to our channel because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your Amazon journey. And of course, if you need help with increasing sales, anything mentioned in this video, or just help selling on Amazon, contact EHP Consulting Group. The link is right in the description to contact us or schedule a call. Also, our #1 service is our full A to Z Amazon account management service. This is where we'll help you find products, launch products, contact manufacturers, call Amazon, customer service, advertising, increasing sales, and much, much more. The benefit of the service is so you can spend time working on your business instead of in your business, like calling Amazon for hours on end just to fix an issue. Save time, money, and increase your sales with ehpconsultinggroup.com. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group, and I'm signing out.